Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of GM Mode, and we're going to be starting with the power of love as we have Mike Kanellis on his way to the ring right now as he's going to explain his victory over Sami Zayn at the Payback pay-per-view. Of course, my name is Kaiser Wrestling, courtesy of Aiden and Pacini Wrestling, who is in charge of Monday Night Raw. Welcome to SmackDown Live. And what a career Mike Kanellis has made for himself. Him and his wife, Maria Kanellis, jumping on the scene here in SmackDown Live. And they have really taken it by storm with a victory over Sami Zayn. What is Mike and Maria going to have to say? What all you saw at Payback was brought to you by the power of love. When myself and my husband jumped onto the scene of SmackDown Live, we told you that we would take it by storm. We told you that I was the first lady of SmackDown Live and that he would be the next big thing in the blue brand. But you guys continued to cheer on Sami Zayn, and what did you get? Sami Zayn getting destroyed at Payback. Sami Zayn is a type of guy who doesn't understand his place in the WWE. Sami Zayn is a guy who will never experience the power of love because, number one, have you looked at him? He's absolutely disgusting. And number two, because Sami Zayn is too boneheaded and he cares about you guys way too much to even feel the power of love. But I promise, by the end of Sami Zayn's career, he will understand the power of love thanks to me and Mike. So Mike wanted you all to know right now that he is moving on from Sami Zayn because he came to the WWE to be a champion. Mike Kanellis is going to be your next WWE champion. It doesn't matter if it's John Cena. It doesn't matter if it's Jinder Mahal. My husband will show you all the power of love the way that we have ever since we stepped foot on SmackDown Live, and it will continue forever. Oh, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Kanellis said that he was done with Sami Zayn. Maria Kanellis saying that Mike Kanellis wants to move on to the WWE Championship. But Sami Zayn may have something else to say about that, as the underdog from the Battleground is here tonight, and he is looking straight at Mike Kanellis. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Mike Kanellis, and here comes Sami Zayn, and Zayn, oh, there goes a drop kick, catching Kanellis right in the chest. Maria thought it was over between Sami Zayn and Kanellis, and Zayn showing it is nowhere near the end, but look at Maria. Maria distracting Sami Zayn, allowing Mike Kanellis to get back to his feet, and this is exactly why Mike and Maria and the power of love have gotten the better of Zayn. Oh my God, Mike Kanellis is taking out Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn refusing to stay down. Look at this, is Kanellis trying to grab Zayn and takes him down with the elbow. Maria Kanellis loving what she is seeing right now from her husband as Mike Kanellis really putting the beat down on Zayn. But look at this, is Sami Zayn not giving up? Zayn takes out Kanellis, reverse DDT now. Sami Zayn all over Mike, and now grabs Kanellis into the Blue Thunder Bomb. Maria putting in a steel chair. I have no idea why. It may not benefit Kanellis at all. Look at this, is Sami Zayn wedging it in the corner. Zayn now grabbing Mike and tosses Mike head first into the steel chair. Mike Kanellis has no idea what's going on, but Sami Zayn takes another fall. This has been one hell of a brawl between these two over the last couple of months here in GM Mode. And now Sami Zayn gonna pick up Mike yet again. We all know what may be coming here. Sami Zayn is starting to feel it, guys. Here comes Sami. A Luva kick. No. Mike Kanellis fighting back. And now Sami Zayn gonna take down Kanellis on his own. Sami Zayn does not care. The Haluva kick was not able to get the job done right now, but he is still on this attack of poor Mike Kanellis. Sami Zayn showing that this is nowhere near over, ladies and gentlemen. Sami Zayn about to fly and takes out Kanellis with a crossbody. Sami Zayn has absolutely snapped on Mike Kanellis tonight, and this is not the end. What is going to happen between Kanellis and Sami Zayn? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SmackDown Live, and I gotta say, we have one hell of a tag team match coming your way to find out who will be the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It is going to be the New Day taking on the Hype Bros tonight as the power of positivity meets the power of hype. and the New Day are on their quest to another championship run, maybe another long title run, to overpass their longest reigning tag team title run in WWE history. Of course, the New Day passing Demolition on the ranks of being the longest reigning tag team champions in all of WWE history, and now they are trying to reciprocate those feelings by applying for Battleground and facing Jimmy and Jey Uso for the SmackDown tag team titles. But it's not going to be easy for the New Day, because not only do they have to get through the Hype Bros, but the Usos have been more dominant than ever. We have to go back to the Payback pay-per-view where the Usos retained the championships against the Ascension, and we can honestly say that the Usos dominated the Ascension throughout that whole match. So I feel like the Usos, they are back to their best, and that could spell some real bad news for Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E. But tonight, they are focused on the Hype Bros. They are focused on getting the victory over Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder to end up the #1 contenders for Battleground. Can the New Day do it? That is the question. Can the New Day allow Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley to feel the power of positivity like they do to their fans every single time they enter the ring? But here comes the Hype Bros, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley. Ryder, of course, a former Intercontinental United States champion. And now we also have Mojo Rawley, who is the powerhouse from NXT that came to SmackDown Live, joining Zack Ryder, forming the Hype Bros. And now they have a chance to turn their run into gold. And you have to think that Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, they are feeling the hunger, because all they want to do is become champion. And we can see in the eyes of Mojo and Zack Ryder, that's only a matter of time before these two men are the #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. But they are facing a seasoned veteran team of the New Day tonight on SmackDown Live. So I definitely have to give the advantage to the New Day as far as experience goes. But when it comes to hunger, when it comes to determination, when it comes to the fact of just wanting to be champion, I definitely have to give the advantage to the Hype Bros, because the Hype Bros are going to stop at nothing to win this match tonight. I know that. So we are in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen. So we actually have an announcement that is confirmed. After we saw Sami Zayn come out and beat the hell out of the Miracle Mike Kanellis, we can now confirm that at Battleground pay-per-view, it is going to be Sami Zayn versus Mike Kanellis in a rematch from the Payback pay-per-view, and I'm really excited to see what happens there. Now Zack Ryder with the waist lock there on Kofi Kingston. So that's a very smart strategy to start this match out by Ryder, but Kingston responds with the snapmare. He's going to level down the playing field with the headlock. So normally we don't really see Kofi Kingston go to the ground game, but Zack Ryder is really trying to take this match to the ground. And Kofi Kingston is the type of superstar that adapts to any superstar strategy as he takes down Ryder with the Hurricane Rana. That just shows you the agility and athleticism that Kofi Kingston possesses between those ropes. There is no team like the New Day, ladies and gentlemen. We could go through the list of tag teams that came into WWE, and nobody is quite like the New Day. But now there goes a Michinoku driver by Kofi Kingston, and down goes Zack Ryder. We also cannot count out the Hype Bros at all, because they are organic in their own right. But I feel like in terms of characteristics, these two teams are pretty close. And now here comes Kofi Kingston. He's about to jump off the top rope. He wants Zack Ryder to his feet. I'm really impressed with Kofi Kingston so far. They have not underestimated the Hype Bros as Kingston takes down Ryder with the Hurricane Rana from the top rope. Very smart strategy from Kofi Kingston. He does not want to doubt the Hype Bros. He does not want to take them lightly, because as soon as you doubt Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, that is where they will capitalize on a crack in your offense. And before you know it, the Hype Bros will be going to Battleground and face the Usos. But I feel like either one of these teams will give the Usos a run for their money for those titles. It's not going to be an easy night for the Usos come Battleground. But first we have to find out which team wants it more. Kofi Kingston was able to deliver that tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Zack Ryder. And now Kofi Kingston once again wants Zack to his feet. This has been a systematic onslaught by Kofi Kingston so far, as Zack Ryder has not been able to get out of the gates as Kingston delivers the avalanche crossbody, goes for the cover on Long Island IC. Would this be enough to put away Zack Ryder tonight on SmackDown Live, and a kick out at 2? I gotta say, that's a pretty close near fall for Kofi Kingston, and we're not even really too far into this matchup. This is real bad news for Zack Ryder if he cannot come back. Tag made to Big E. Zack Ryder may want to consider tagging in the larger-than-life Mojo Rawley. And now Ryder, oh God! Double underhook powerbomb, and down goes Big E. How many times could you say that Big E was manhandled like that, as Zack Ryder, with some deceptive strength, taking down Big E, and now the two powerhouses are in this match, and this is what we all wanted to see. Big E versus Mojo Rawley. They're similar in strength. They're similar in style. But the difference is that Big E is a former NXT champion. And now look at Big E has that camel clutch applied on Mojo Rawley. Indeed, Mojo may have to tap. But Rawley able to get out of there, just sweeping Big E off of his feet. I think the nose of Big E caught the rope on the way down. That was not a comfortable landing at all for the big man. And now Big E, oh, Mojo Rawley lifting all the way to Big E into the air, delivering that back body drop. I'm literally impressed right now. I cannot believe that Big E was manhandled like that. As now Mojo Rawley impaler DDT, and down goes Big E. The Hype Bros are really trying to prove that they are ready for the next step. And you cannot blame them. There's a lot of tag teams in the back that may doubt the ability of the Hype Bros, but a victory tonight over the New Day will show everybody that the Hype Bros are here to stay. And now look at Big E grabbing a hold of Mojo Rawley, going for that power slam, and hits it all. Mojo Rawley did not expect that, and that is one thing about Big E. He is a very strong individual, and Mojo Rawley is used to being the superstar to dominate matchups, but not when it comes to Big E, because the power is pretty equalized in that ring right now. Tag made to Kofi Kingston is now Kingston is fresh, but I don't know how smart that was by Big E. As now Mojo Rawley grabs over Kofi Kingston, gonna go for that vertical suplex, and oh, takes down Kingston. There's a little bit of hang time on that one, no surprise, because Mojo Rawley has a lot of core strength. Tag made to Long Island IC, and here comes Zack Ryder. I have to say the two architects of the teams of the New Day and the Hype Bros are in the ring right now. As you combine the experience of Zack Ryder and the power of Mojo Rawley, the experience of Kofi Kingston, the power of Big E, it is almost impossible to stop these two teams. Kofi Kingston going into the cover after the Falcon's arrow, but a kick out at one there by Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder just continuing to show his potential. He does not want to give up. Opportunities like this come once in a lifetime here in the WWE. You do not want to drop your opportunity, especially to the New Day. So now Kofi Kingston wants Zack Ryder to his feet. What's going to happen right now? Here comes Kofi, and there goes the... Oh, he went for the springboard cross body. Zack Ryder able to catch him with the elbow, and oh, God, what a face buster by Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder grabbing a handful of braids and just bashing Kingston face first into the mat. And now Mojo Rawley with a couple of clubbing right hands on Kofi Kingston. This is a real bad news for the New Day, as there goes the back or neck breaker with that knee. And Kofi Kingston's in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. You see Mojo Rawley, his strategy is trying to keep Kofi Kingston not breathing, because once Kofi Kingston is having trouble breathing, that aerial offense may be out of the picture. And now Kofi Kingston going to cater to the WWE Universe, as Mojo Rawley trying to make his way back to his feet. This is a chance for the New Day to come back. And now Mojo tosses Kofi Kingston in the corner, and Kingston responds with a huge elbow shot. And now a Michinoku driver by Kingston. This is Kofi Kingston's chance to turn this match around, as Mojo Rawley and Zack Ryder have been leaving one hell of an onslaught of New Day so far. And now Kingston with a kick right to the back. I love exactly what I'm seeing right now. These two teams are going to stop at nothing to get that opportunity at the Usos. That's what it's all about. It's all about proving your worth here in the WWE. And now Kofi Kingston, he was going for the attack to Big E, maybe thinking about going for that unicorn stampede. Hard right hand there by Mojo Rawley. And going to take down Kofi Kingston with a side suplex. Beautifully executed by Mojo Rawley. We don't really take Mojo Rawley as too much of a collegiate wrestler, but that was a textbook side suplex that rocked Kofi Kingston. And now Mojo going for the scoop slam there, as Kingston responds with a hard right hand to the back of the neck. And now Kingston grabs Mojo. Look at this, spinning him around. Hurricane Rana. Kingston probably should have considered holding those legs down for the jackknife cover, but instead Kingston going to continue the offense, because he knows that Mojo Rawley's still pretty fresh in that ring. And now Kingston to the second. What is he thinking about going for right now? Kofi Kingston's thinking about flying. Here comes Kofi, and there goes another Hurricane Rana, but this time from the second turnbuckle. And Kofi Kingston, he is really feeling the momentum. Mojo Rawley is looking at the lights, and now you're starting to see the quickness of Kofi Kingston get the better of the power of Mojo Rawley. And now Mojo trying to find his way back to his feet, as here comes Kofi Kingston. It's Kingston now tossing Mojo Rawley into the corner. What does he have planned right now? And now Kofi Kingston was going for an aerial maneuver. And oh, that right hand dropping Kofi Kingston. Did you hear that? I got to say, that right there was a nasty right hand by Mojo Rawley. A Mike Tyson-like hook. As Zack Ryder delivers the springboard moonsault. Kofi Kingston tried to move out of the way, but Ryder was able to catch him on the way down. And you have to think that that right hand has something to do with that. Kofi Kingston may have had his marble scrambled by Mojo Rawley. Now Kofi Kingston trying to crawl somewhere. He's trying to crawl to probably Big E, but he's in the wrong corner right now. And now Ryder went for the neck breaker. Kofi Kingston able to counter. And now Kofi Kingston grabs a hold of Zack Ryder into the gut buster. Talk about knocking all the wind out of your sails. And now Kofi Kingston going for that boom drop to add some more insult to injury. Zack Ryder probably cannot breathe right now as Kofi Kingston has Long Island IC down. Kofi Kingston needs to go for that trouble in paradise, you have to think, or maybe go for that midnight hour in the corner. I think Kofi Kingston's about to go for the latter, ladies and gentlemen, as now Kofi Kingston makes a tag to Big E. We all know what's coming now. Here comes the midnight hour by the New Day. The New Day nailing the midnight hour. That could be it for Zack Ryder. Kofi Kingston has to stop Mojo Rawley, but Rawley running over Ryder and Big E, able to break up the count at the count of 2. That was a very lucky breakup for the Hype Bros. And there goes another double underhook powerbomb. Zack Ryder able to take down Big E for the time being as Mojo Rawley dumping Kofi Kingston over the top rope. And now the battle continues on the outside between Mojo and Kingston. And now Kingston going to try to find his way to his side of the ring as Big E's in a world of trouble, you have to think. Now Zack Ryder tossing Big E in the corner. What are the Hype Bros going to have to do to beat the New Day tonight, ladies and gentlemen? This has been one hell of a tag team match thus far, and we have our main event coming up next. AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal in a champion versus champion matchup. Covered now by Zack Ryder. Will this be enough to beat Big E and the New Day tonight? But a kick out at 1 by the Big E, my God. That right there will work on your confidence as Zack Ryder has been trying to dominate Big E during his tenure in this matchup. And Big E, belly-to-belly suplex, sending Zack Ryder to the other side of the ring. His knee bending back. That was a nasty landing for Ryder. Covered now by Big E on Zack Ryder. Will this be enough? And the New Day do it! Zack Ryder had nothing left. What the hell was Mojo Rawley doing? Mojo Rawley was just watching his tag team partner get pinned in the center of the ring by Big E. But either way, the story is the New Day will be facing the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships at the Battleground pay-per-view. That is going to be one hell of a tag team clash, similar to what we saw tonight. But the Hype Bros were just not able to get out of the gates. This was a one-sided fight, I would have to say, except for those times Kofi Kingston was getting dominated. But the Hype Bros, they were not able to land one signature maneuver on the New Day. And that was the end of the Hype Bros tonight. That belly-to-belly suplex by Big E. As you saw Zack Ryder, his knee was scrunched up against the ropes. Mojo Rawley had no intention of saving his partner, and Zack Ryder could not kick out on this occasion. So win is going to be the New Day. Big E, Kofi Kingston, or Xavier Woods versus Jimmy and Jay for the SmackDown Tag Team titles at Battleground. And I got to say, the power of positivity will be running wild in a couple of weeks. Who is going to leave as tag team champs? We're going to find out at Battleground. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event. Champion versus champion. The United States champion AJ Styles versus the WWE champion, the modern day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal. That is coming up next. Do not go anywhere. Wait a minute, what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen? That's Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. And wait a minute, look at this. And now look at this. Wait a minute. Dolph Ziggler attacking Daniel Bryan. And we have a whole brawl going on in the backstage locker room area. You gotta be kidding me. First it was Zayn and Kanellis, and now it is Ziggler and Bryan. We know that these two men will be facing off at the Battleground pay-per-view, but I guess Dolph Ziggler cannot wait any longer. He is beating the hell out of Daniel Bryan right now. Oh my Lord, this is exactly like what happened to Chief Commissioner Shane McMahon. Dolph Ziggler has no remorse on what he does. All he wants to do is beat the living hell out of the SmackDown Live general manager. Somebody needs to stop this right now as Dolph Ziggler has no intention of stopping his onslaught. Daniel Bryan is in a world of trouble, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be kidding me. As now look at Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler now all over Daniel Bryan. And oh, what an elbow shot to the face of the famous sir. Right onto that hard floor. Daniel Bryan has no idea what's going on. And Dolph Ziggler just attacking the SmackDown Live general manager. Tossing him face first into that shelf right there. And Daniel Bryan mustering no offense right now thanks to Ziggler. Oh my God. And Daniel Bryan face first yet again. Dolph Ziggler does not care what he does. He's trying to make a name for himself. He wants to be WWE Champion. And Dolph Ziggler does not care what he's going to have to do to get there. Oh, God, and now, wait a minute. Dolph Ziggler now. You got to be kidding me. Ziggler. Oh, my God. Look at that, Bryan. Oh, Lord. Tackling Daniel Bryan right into that monitor. And Dolph Ziggler absolutely destroying the SmackDown Live general manager. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SmackDown Live. It is time for our main event. It is champion versus champion. AJ Styles will be taking on the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal. And what a performance it was at the Payback pay-per-view for the phenomenal AJ Styles when he took on the current #1 contender for the WWE Championship, John Cena, in one hell of a Hell in a Cell matchup. One of the most brutal matchups I've ever seen in my whole career. And AJ Styles plans on benefiting off that victory when he faces Kevin Owens at Battleground with the U.S. title on the line. Of course, last week on GM mode, Kevin Owens was able to beat Chad Gable in a #1 contenders match to face AJ Styles at Battleground. Kevin Owens was successful, and now AJ Styles has to try to turn his focus to the prize fighter KO. But AJ Styles has always said that he has not taken his eye off the WWE Championship. So maybe once all the mid-carders are out of the way, AJ Styles may want to make a play for the WWE title and use that United States Championship as collateral. I got to say, the Phenomenal One has done a good job using that United States title to ride a wave of momentum. It's going to continue tonight as he has a chance to beat the modern-day Maharaja Jinder Mahal. Is AJ Styles going to be victorious tonight? And better yet, will he be victorious at Battleground? We know that AJ Styles has a big night ahead, and we know that also Jinder Mahal, we cannot count him out either. As here comes the modern-day Maharaja as he's getting ready for his match against none other than the face that runs the place, John Cena, at the Battleground pay-per-view. And you see he is coming out with the Singh brothers. And we didn't really see too much of the Singh brothers get involved with the Randy Orton situation because Randy Orton was able to take out Samir and Sunil Singh before his matchup at Battleground against Jinder Mahal. And now the Singh brothers are back here on SmackDown Live, and AJ Styles will have to deal with them. So hopefully Jinder Mahal will be a little bit easier to deal with for AJ Styles than it was for Randy Orton, but chances are that's not going to be the case because Jinder Mahal has turned himself into one hell of a WWE champion. So it's kind of hard to count out the modern-day Maharaja. Jinder Mahal is just so impressive, and with the allegiance of the Singh brothers at ringside all the time, Jinder Mahal is literally unstoppable. So now there goes the bell, and here starts the match. Champion versus champion tonight on SmackDown Live. You're just joining us. My name is Kaiser Wrestling, courtesy of Aiden and Pacini Wrestling. Welcome to WWE 2k17 GM Mode SmackDown Live as we have AJ Styles and Jinder Mahal, the United States Champion versus the WWE Champion. Who is going to lead with a victory tonight? Now Jinder Mahal, he's starting out pretty aggressively against AJ Styles, and no surprise there. And what a victory it would be for AJ Styles if he could beat Jinder Mahal tonight, because that will definitely bring some confidence in the side of AJ Styles, and that may allow AJ Styles to compete for the WWE Championship in the future. So I gotta say, we have one hell of a Battleground pay-per-view mustering up to be, as we have Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles defending the U.S. title against Kevin Owens, Jinder Mahal defending the WWE Championship against John Cena. And we also just saw a couple of moments ago that the New Day will be facing the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And we can now confirm that next week on GM Mode, it is going to be the #1 contenders match between Charlotte and Becky Lynch to find out who will be facing Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Battleground. That is going to be one hell of a matchup. So much action coming your way next week. You guys are not going to want to miss SmackDown Live. Now we're going to go right back to this match as Jinder Mahal and AJ Styles taking it to each other. Styles able to level down Mahal with the clothesline. And now the Phenomenal One, the United States Champion, has Jinder Mahal on the ropes, takes him down with the vertical suplex. Good start to this matchup so far by AJ Styles, as he's been doing a real good job isolating the larger opponent of Jinder Mahal. He's going to have to try to go to those legs to weaken the vertical base and also make sure that the Singh brothers do not get involved. DDT there by the phenomenal AJ Styles, and so far the WWE Champion is suffering. You have to think that both AJ Styles and Jinder Mahal are not 100% after their matchup separately at the Payback pay-per-view against Randy Orton and John Cena. So now AJ Styles with the half camel there on Mahal. And now Jinder Mahal finally able to muster up some offense against the phenomenal one. Snapmare takedown there by the modern-day Maharaja. He was going for the Fujiwara armbar, but AJ Styles too smart for that. And that is one thing about AJ Styles. He brings a lot of skill to the ring. Sure, we may not agree with all the antics of AJ Styles, but we cannot deny the fact that he is one of the most talented superstars in the WWE today. Jinder Mahal takes down Styles with the vertical suplex. You can see that Sunil and Samir Singh watching at ringside as the modern-day Maharaja takes down AJ Styles with the reverse STO. Beautiful move there by Jinder Mahal. As now Mahal goes to the top rope. What is going to happen right now? Jinder Mahal, elbow drop, crashing right onto the chest and abdomen of AJ. And you can see that Jinder Mahal is feeling all the confidence in the world. You can't really blame Jinder. He was able to beat a former 13-time WWE Champion in Randy Orton at Payback. And now he has a chance to beat AJ Styles. The United States Champion struggling right now as Jinder Mahal has the offense going full throttle on the phenomenal AJ Styles. As now Styles in a world of troubles. Mahal takes down Styles with another vertical suplex. We've been seeing a lot of those in this matchup. AJ Styles has to try to find a way to come back as AJ inverted DDT and down goes Jinder. And now the United States Champion going to try to pick up the pieces. Grabs Jinder Mahal. We know what's coming now. Fireman's carry neck breaker. Noah Mahal counters into the reverse DDT. And that's exactly why the modern-day Maharaja is the WWE Champion. Now Jinder Mahal measuring AJ Styles. Look at this. And now Jinder, hard right hand. We all know what's coming now. Jinder Mahal Styles into the Colossus. The United States Champion is down and out cover. But Jinder Mahal, will this be able to get the victory over AJ Styles? And yes, it is. What a fast victory for Jinder Mahal. You got to be kidding me. That right there was convincing to me. If you guys doubted Jinder Mahal's career, if you guys doubted Jinder Mahal as a world champion, he just defeated a former IWGP and WWE champion AJ Styles using that Colossus tonight on SmackDown Live. What a victory for Mahal. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen, that's Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, the #1 contender for the United States Championship, has made his way to ringside. Jinder Mahal and the Singh brothers go into the backstage locker room area, and Kevin Owens on the full attack of AJ Styles. Look at this, and Owens jumping off the top of the elbow drop right to the spine. Kevin Owens said that he was going to make a name for himself tonight on SmackDown Live. And now here goes Owens with the neck breaker on AJ Styles. Kevin Owens absolutely destroying the United States Champion right now. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen. The United States Champion AJ Styles may have some backup right now, as here comes the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, John Cena, staring right down the ring at Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens will now have to deal with the C Nation leader as he was trying to attack AJ Styles from behind after this match, and John Cena did not take too kindly to that. Wait a minute, that's Jinder Mahal! Jinder Mahal coming back from backstage, and now he's attacking the #1 contender, John Cena, and a neck breaker on Cena. All John Cena wanted to do was come out here and aid the United States Champion AJ Styles against Kevin Owens, and the modern-day Maharaja is here attacking the hell out of John Cena. John Cena has no idea where he is at, and Mahal attacking Cena. John Cena was trying to play the Patriot tonight, and he is paying for it dearly as the modern-day Maharaja was going for the right hand. Now here comes John Cena. Cena trying to fight back, but Jinder Mahal takes Cena right down. Hard right hand, hooking John Cena. The world in trouble with the Colossus. The WWE Champion absolutely destroying John Cena tonight, while Kevin Owens continues to dominate AJ Styles in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, John Cena trying to save AJ Styles from Kevin Owens, but thanks to the WWE Champion Jinder Mahal, that's not going to happen. Look at Owens now with the pop-up powerbomb on the United States Champion AJ Styles. Kevin Owens making his mark tonight on SmackDown Live, and AJ Styles laying motionless in the middle of the ring. Is this going to be the scene that we are going to see at the Battleground pay-per-view? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of SmackDown Live, because AJ Styles needs a stretcher, and Kevin Owens dominating tonight on GMO SmackDown Live.